today we'll solve the few questions of exercise 3 of the chapter number 4, that is simple equations. So in this we'll solve few extra questions also, so kindly pay attention how to solve these questions. So starting with the first question, the first question we have is here. As you can easily see, the first question is here. Solve the following equations. Solve the following equation. So the A part is here. It is given 2y plus 5 upon 2. It is given here. Yes, 2y plus 5 upon 2 is equals to 37 upon 2. So how to solve this question is very simple. What we'll do, we'll just take this 5 upon 2 to the RHS side, because we are doing the grouping here. Grouping means keeping the like terms together. So what we are doing here, we are taking this 5 upon 2 to the RHS. So this will become minus 5 upon 2. So we have here 2y is equals to 37 upon 2 minus 5 upon 2. Now the LCM is 2 here. So we can easily see the LCM is 2 here. So we have here 37 minus 5. So it means we have 2y is equals to 16. Why 16? Because 37 minus 5, this will become 37 minus 5 will become 32. And 32 has to be divided by 2. So this will become 16. This is 16. So we have here again cross multiplication. So we'll have here y is equals to 16 upon 2. So 16 upon 2 means, 16 upon 2 means 8. So 8 is the required answer. 8 is the required answer. So it's very easy to solve. Now looking at the next question, that is the B part. So in the B part we can see easily here that what we have here, it is given to us 5t plus 28 is equals to 10. So again we'll do the grouping. We'll take this 28 to the RHS. So this will become minus 28. So we have 5t is equals to 10 minus 28. Now 10 minus 28 is minus 18. So we have 5t is equals to minus 18. Now after this we can easily see, we'll do the cross multiplication. So this 5 will come as a denominator. So we have t is equals to 18 upon 5. So 18 upon 5 is the required answer. Okay. Now moving towards the D part. Okay. So in the D part we can see here it is given q upon 4 plus 7 is equals to 5. Q upon 4 plus 7 is equals to 5. So this is the question. Now what we'll do again, we'll do the grouping. So we'll take this 7 to the RHS. So it will become minus 7. So we have here q upon 4 is equals to 5 7. So q upon 4 is equals to minus 2. Now what we'll do, we'll do the cross multiplication. So in the cross multiplication, this 4 will multiply with this minus 2. So what we'll get here, q is equals to minus 2 into 4. So q is equals to minus 2 into 4. So that is equals to how much? That is equals to 8. So q is equals to minus 8 is the answer. Minus 8 is the answer. Now if you see the next question, the E part, in the E part we can easily see it is given 5 upon 2 is equals to 10. So there is no plus minus sign is here. So what we'll do here, we just straight away do the cross multiplication. So cross multiplication means this 2 will multiply with the numerator and this 5 will go with the denominator. So we'll have here 5x is equals to 10 into 2. So what we are doing here, we are just doing step by step. So first we are multiplying this 10 by 2. Then we have here 5x is equals to 20. Now 5x is equals to 20. So what we can do in the next step, now again doing the same cross multiplication. So in the one step also you can solve, or likewise stepwise also you can solve here. So we have here now this 5 will go with the denominator. So we'll have here x is equals to 20 upon 5. So 5 into 1 is 5, 5 into 4 is 20. So what is the result? Result is we have x equals to 4 is our answer. X equals to 4 is our answer. So like this we can solve it. Okay. So now moving to the now the next parts. Okay, suppose looking at the G part. So in the G part, so it is given 7m plus 19 upon 2 is equals to 13. So what we'll do here, we'll just take this 19 to the RHS, means we are doing the grouping here. So this 19 upon 2 will become minus 19 upon 2. So we have here 7m is equals to 26 upon 19 upon 2. How 26? Because we have taken the LCM here. Because here only 13 means, only 13 means that is 13 upon 1. 13 upon 1. So LCM of 1 and 2 is 2. So 13 into 2 is 26. 26 minus 19. So 26 minus 19, that will be, so 26 minus 19, that will, we have here 7. So we have here 7m is equals to 7 upon 2. Now in the next step, what we'll do here, we'll do the cross multiplication. So 7 from the numerator will come with the denominator. So we have here 7 upon 2 into 7. So it means 7 and 7 will cancel out. So we have here m is equals to 1 upon 2. So 1 upon 2, this is our required answer. Right. In the same way, we can see here, likewise 6z plus 10 is equals to minus 2. So what we are doing here, we are taking this 10 to the RHS, so minus 10. So we have here 6z is equals to minus 2 minus 10, or 6z is equals to minus 12. In the next step, we'll do the cross multiplication here. So we can see here this is 6 will come as a denominator. So we'll have here z is equals to minus 12 upon 6. So then the result will be z is equals to minus 2. Z is equals to minus 2, because minus 12 upon 6 means minus 2. Then here in the J part, you can see here we have given here that is 2b over 3 is equals to minus 5 is equals to 3. So we'll take this 5 to the RHS, so it will come plus 5. So we have here 2b over 3 is equals to 3 plus 5, which is equals to 8. So we have here 2b upon 3 is equals to 8. Now in the next step, what we can do here, we can just again do the cross multiplication. So in the cross multiplication, this 3 will multiply with this 8. So we'll have here 2b is equals to 8 into 3. Then it means the result is 2b is equals to 24. Again doing the cross multiplication, so 2 will come as a denominator with the 24. So we'll have b is equals to 24 upon 2. So this is 2 into 1, 2 into 12, 2 into 12. So it means we have here b is equals to 12 as the answer. Okay, now in the question number 2, few questions are given here, few extra questions are given here. Okay, so how to solve this question? Looking at the very the A part, in the A part it is given to us twice of x plus 4 is equals to 12. So very simple, what we are doing here, we are just doing the cross multiplication. We are taking this 2 with the denominator. So we have here x plus 4 is equals to 12 upon 2. Now 2 into 1, 2 into 6. So result is x plus 4 is equals to 6. X plus 4 is equals to 6. It means we have here x. Now we are transferring this 4 to the RHS. So this is minus 4. We have x is equals to 6 minus 4. So that is x equals to 6 minus 4. That is x is equals to 2 is the required answer. Okay, then we have here, and the B part, thrice of n minus 5, thrice of, yes, so we have here thrice of n minus 5 is equals to 21. So what we are doing again, we are doing the cross multiplication. We are taking this 3 with the denominator. So we are getting here n minus 5 is equals to 21 upon 3. So 3 into 1 is 3, 3 into 7 is 21. So now we have n minus 5 is equals to 7. N minus 5 is equals to 7. So it means we have here n is equals to 7 plus 5. Why 7 plus 5? Because this minus 5 will come to the right hand side, this will come plus 5. Now so n is equals to 7 plus 5 means n is equals to 12 is the required answer, right? So in this way you can solve the remaining parts also. Okay, now looking at this one, okay, let's try the E part. Okay, let us try the E part first, then we'll try the G part. So in the E part, we can see here we have minus 4 of twice minus x is equals to 9, minus 4 of, yes, minus 4 within bracket 2 minus x is equals to 9. So what we can write here, we'll just multiplying both by minus 4. So minus 4 into 2, then minus 4 into minus x is equals to 9. So minus 4 into 2 is minus 8, minus into minus is plus, so 4 into x is 4x. So we have here 8 plus 4x is equals to 9. Or we can write it as, now we take this minus 8 to the RHS. So we have 4x is equals to 9 plus 8. 9 plus 8. So we have here 4x is equals to 17. That means again cross multiplication. So x is equals to 17 upon 4 is our required answer. Now looking at the G part, how to solve the G part. So looking here the G part. So in this it is given 4 plus 5 into p minus 1 is equals to 34. So here, so we'll take this 4 to the RHS, we'll add here 34 minus 4. So we have 5 within bracket p minus 1 is equals to 34 minus 4. That is 5 times of p minus 1 is equals to 30. Right, now what we'll do the cross multiplication. So this 5 will come with the denominator with 30. So we have here p minus 1 is equals to 30 upon 5. So 5 into 1 is 5, 5 into... Okay, so we can see here easily that we have here p minus 1 is equals to 30 upon 5. So it means 5 into 1 is 5, 5 into 6 is 30. So it means we have here p minus 1 is equals to 6. So now what we are doing just transferring this minus 1 to the RHS. So this will come plus 1. So we have p is equals to 6 plus 1, that is p is equals to 7. This is our required answer. So in the same way, if we see this question that is H part. So in the H part we can see here easily that, so it is given 34 minus 5 into p minus 1 is equals to 4. So what we are doing here, we are taking this 34 to the RHS. So this will come minus 34. So we have minus 5 times of p minus 1 is equals to 4 minus 34. So 4 minus 34 will be minus 30. So we have minus 5 within bracket p minus 1 is equals to minus 30. Now we are just doing the cross multiplication. So this minus 5 will come as a denominator here. So we have here p minus 1 is equals to minus 30 upon 5. So this will be cancelled out. So we can easily cancel out this 5, minus 5 into 1, minus 6 into 5, minus 5 into 6 will be minus 30. So we have a result as p minus 1 is equals to 6. So p is equals to again 6 plus 1, because this minus 1 go to the right hand side, this will come plus 1. So we have p is equals to 6 plus 1, that is p is equals to 7 is the required answer. Now in the question number 3, what we have to do, we have to solve few questions. That is 4 times of p equals to 5 times of p minus 2. So what we can do here, you can just see here, we are just multiplying, or we are just opening the bracket or removing the bracket. So we will multiply this p by 5, this p by, or this minus 2 by 5. So we have 4 is equals to 5 into p minus 5 into 2. So we have here 4p is equals to 5p minus 10. Now what to do? The next step will just writing it as you can see here. Yes, so you can see we can write this also as minus 5p minus 10 is equals to 4. Okay, means LHS equals to RHS, RHS equals LHS. So we are just changing their or interchanging their positions. So this 5p minus 10 whole will coming to the RHS, and this plus 4 is coming to the LHS, and this coming to the is going to the RHS. So it does not make any difference. Now looking here, the next thing is we have here, okay, so we can easily see now we have 5p is equals to 4 plus 10. So 5p is equals to 14, because 4 plus 10 is 14. So it means our answer is p is equals to, doing the cross multiplication here, p is equals to 14 upon 5 is our required answer. Okay, then in the same way this question B part also we can easily solve. Now looking at the, so now looking at which part, looking at this part, that is called the D, that is the D part here. Looking at this part, D part, we have here minus 10 equals to, not minus 10 but okay, now in this part, in the D part, we can see here we have here D is equals to 10 equals to 4 plus 3 into t plus 2. So what we'll do here, we just transfer this 4 to the RHS. So we'll have here 10 minus 4 is equals to 3 times of t plus 2. It means we have 10 minus 4 is equals to 6. So this will be 6 is equals to thrice of t plus 2. So now doing the cross multiplication. So in the cross multiplication, we can see here we have taken this 3. Yes, we can just, yes, look here, we have taken this 3 with the 6. We have taken this 3 with the 6 as a denominator. So we have here 6 upon 3 is equals to 6 t plus 2. Now after this, we can see here the result is 6 upon 3, that is 2. So the result is here we have here 2 is equals to t plus 2. Now transferring this 2 to this side, so this is minus 2. So we have as a result t is equals to 2 minus 2. T is equals to 2 minus 2. It means t is equals to 0 is our answer. T is equals to 0 is our answer. Now moving towards the f part. If we see the f part, in the f part we can see it is given 0 is equals to 16 plus 4 times of m minus 6. So we'll just transfer this 16 to the LHS. This is equal to minus 16. So we have 0 minus 16 is equals to 4 times of m minus 6. So we have minus 16. Yes, so we have here minus 16 is equals to 4 into m minus 6. 4 into m minus 6. Now what we do, we'll do the cross multiplication here. So we can easily see, if we do the cross multiplication, we can see this 4 will come as a denominator with the 16. So result with us will be minus 4 is equals to m minus 6. Now we'll take this minus 6 to the this side, so we get minus 4 plus 6. So that is m is equals to minus 4 plus 6, that is m is equals to 2 is the required answer. Now after this, in the fourth question, what we have to do, we have to construct three equations starting with x equals to 2 and x equals to minus 2. So it's very easy what we can do here. As we know the rules, if you multiply LHS and the RHS with the same number, it does not make any difference. If you divide by the same number, it does not make any difference. If you add same number, does not make a difference. If we separate same number, does not make any difference. So using that rules, what we are doing here, in the first we are just multiplying both the sides by 10. So it means, so x into 10 is 10x and 2 into 10 is 20 in this way. Or what we can do, we can also add 2 with both sides. So we have 10x plus 2 is equals to 20 plus 2. We are adding 2 to both the sides. So we get here 10x plus 2 is equals to 22. So this is the required equation. In the same way, if we multiply both sides 5 by 5, so we can write here 5x is equals to 10, because 5 into x is 5x, 2 into 5 is 10. Then if we subtract 3 from both the sides, then we'll get a 5x minus 3 is equals to 10 minus 3, that is 5x minus 3 is equals to 7. So in this way we can easily solve all these things. Okay, third part, like x equals to 2 divided by 2, dividing by 5, then we have x upon 5 is equals to 2 upon 5. 2 upon 5. In the same way, if we see the b part, in the b part also we can easily see, if we just starting x equals to minus 2 multiply by 3, so we'll get here 3x is equals to minus 6. Then if we multiply both the sides by 3, yes, okay, then adding 7, so we'll get here 3x plus 7 is equals to 6 plus 7, that is 3x plus 7 is equals to 1 as a result. Then we can multiply both the sides by 3, then it is 3x is equals to minus 6. Then we can add 10 to both the sides, then result will be 3x plus 10 is equals to 4. So in this way we can easily write all these things, right? So I hope it's easy for you to understand this. Yes, so you can go through this again and again. If in case you have any problem, you are most welcome to ask. Okay, thank you.